Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Najwa Hussaini with Azadi News. UN rights expert reminds the world of Rohingya forced to run for their lives. Burmese shadow government approves crypto as official currency. The world must not forget the roughly 1 million Rohingya from Myanmar forced to run for their lives from the military's genocidal attack against them, an independent UN human rights expert said on Monday, beginning his first mission to Bangladesh. The special rapporteur on the situation of human rights in Burma, Tom Andrews, began his official visit with a statement reminding that when conditions allow for their safe, dignified, and sustainable repatriation, the Rohingya want nothing more than to return to their homes in Myanmar. The complex Rohingya refugee crisis erupted in August 2017 following attacks on remote police outposts in western Burma by armed groups alleged to be from within the community. These were followed by systematic counter-attacks against the minority, mainly Muslim Rohingya, which human rights groups including senior UN officials have said amounted to ethnic cleansing. During his 6-day trip, the special rapporteur will visit Dhaka, the Rohingya refugee camps in Cox's Bazar, and the island of Bhasan Char, where many Rohingya have been relocated. He will meet government and civil society representatives, UN officials, and most importantly, members of the Rohingya community. While the Myanmar junta continues to systematically violate the people of Myanmar's human rights, it is critical that the global community support those who have been forced to flee their homes in Myanmar for Bangladesh, Mr. Andrews said. I am honored to have the opportunity to meet with them. The UN expert expressed his gratitude to the Bangladesh government for providing him with access during this essential mission, noting that he has been given an important opportunity to meet with relevant officials, as well as international and civil society organizations in relation to Myanmar. In particular, I look forward to meeting with Rohingya to listen to them, lend support, and work together with them towards sustainable long-term solutions and pursuing accountability for the atrocities the military committed against them in Myanmar, underscored Andrews. On his last day in the country, December 19th, the independent expert will share his preliminary observations during a press conference in Dhaka. His findings will also form part of an update to be presented to the UN Human Rights Council in March. Burmese shadow government said it would allow the use of the world's largest stable coin, Tether, as an official currency, potentially making it easier for it to raise funds and make payments. The National Unity Government (NUG), which comprises pro-democracy groups and remnants of Burma's civilian administration that was overthrown in a military coup earlier this year, has been seeking to raise funds for its revolution to topple the ruling military government. The military government has outlawed the NUG and designated it a terrorist movement. Tin Tun Nang, NUG's minister in charge of planning, finance and investment, said in a December 11th Facebook post that the NUG would officially recognize USD Tether, which he said would enable better and faster transactions. Tether can be transferred in a similar way to other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, making it hard for governments and other authorities to track or prevent payments. However, its value is officially pegged to the US dollar and so remains stable, unlike most other cryptocurrencies. Tether has a market value of $76 billion, and following criticism and suspicion about the value of the assets underpinning the stablecoin, the company also called Tether publishes regular reports by auditors of its reserves. Since the coup, Burma's banking and financial system has been in turmoil as opposition groups try to stifle the military's efforts to consolidate power by encouraging people not to pay taxes, as well as join protests, a civil disobedience campaign, and boycotts of army-linked businesses and a national lottery. Meanwhile, the NUG is shut off from official access to government funds, and last month it began selling bonds to largely Myanmar nationals overseas to raise funds. In the months following the coup, Myanmar's banks ran short of cash, and the local currency, the kyat, fell by more than 60%. Advocates of Tether say its use by the NUG underscores the advantages of payment methods that are hard for authorities to trace. However, stablecoins have come under scrutiny by financial regulators in developed economies, partly for this same reason, as they fear their widespread use in an unregulated environment could undermine financial stability due to their relative lack of transparency. This is today's news. To get more updates about Rohingya, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Visit our website azaditvnews.com and follow our social media accounts. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.